Snowmobiling, it has become far more than just basic winter transportation. Today we're going to take a look at this sport in all its aspects. From a few hundred ardent enthusiasts back in 1958 to now, well over 10 million participants, snowmobiling has firmly entrenched itself in the North American way of life. Why? It has given many people an opportunity to experience nature in its winter element. Today we're going to visit Wasaga Beach, snowmobile capital of Ontario, to take a look at the Kawasaki Winter Classic, representative of what has probably become one of the most popular forms of snowmobiling. Then later on, we'll go to the town of Markham, 20 miles northeast of Toronto, to watch some of the highlights of the Markham Winter Nationals, third stop of the Snow Pro Circuit, on which the best snowmobilers in the world compete. But now we're in Wasaga Beach, and just getting underway here is the Snowmobile Safari, or otherwise known as Snow Ferry. With us is Cliff McWebb, driver-trainer instructor for the Wasaga Snowmobile Club. You've been involved in these events for over 12 years now. What do you attribute their growing popularity to?
One of the main reasons the Snow Ferry is so popular today is it involves the whole family. You don't have to worry about getting a babysitter or leaving the children home. They can go along on the safari with you.
The appeal of these weekend events is participation. The whole family can take part. Those that are too young to drive can either ride double or sit in a tag-along sled. The objectives are simple. Enjoy the fresh air and surrounding countryside while maintaining the convenience of motorized transportation. And of course, safety is always a major concern. Participants must wear helmets and proper clothing is encouraged. As well, headlights must be on. All road crossings are carefully watched and controlled.
Like we talked about, you know how it works.
Rough places, but good ride.
Yeah.
Good people to ride with, too.
Oh, not too bad at all. Good ride, good people. No problems at all with the OPP are interested in.
Great bunch of people. Oh, and the hamburgers were super.
Yeah, we were even accompanied by the OPP. Good people to have along with you, you know, sometimes.
Both the Wasaga Winter Jamboree and the Kawasaki Winter Classic are being held to raise money for the Ontario Society for Crippled Children. Celebrities such as Al Waxman and Don Harron are donating their time and effort.
Well, sir, here I am in Wasaga Beach.
I'm having a lot of fun at the Wasaga Beach Winter Jamboree. I'm pleased to be here and proud to be here also for the Ontario Society of Crippled Children.
First thing I done was to crash into a truck in the parking lot of the McDonald's in Barrie. And then I fell off on the way on a turn. It could be quite a turn when I fell off, too, let me tell you. And I fell in the creek. Got all covered with brown stuff.
Always a favorite at the Winter Classic is the Torchlight Parade. The town of Wasaga Beach, site of the Kawasaki Winter Classic, is situated on the southern shores of Georgian Bay, 75 miles north of Toronto. Its snow-covered beaches and country trails are so ideally suited to snowmobiling that it's become known as the snowmobile capital of Ontario. Even the mayor, Claire Robertson, is an avid snowmobiler. There's the Nancy Villa, headquarters for these events. The theme behind these events is participation and fun.
And I'm going to go have again with the king of the Kensington market, Al Waxy Man. He's been shooting. It's his first time, too.
It's my first time snowmobiling, but fortunately for me, I was with a group of people who are quite aware of safety and were quite considerate as we were going over hills and along roads, and it was a lot of fun. I also got a chance to take my kids for a ride, and they had a good time.
I've never been on one before. This is my maiden voyage on a Kawasaki snowmobile.
For the more competitive, there are all kinds of races, ranging from the novelty to the slightly more serious. Incorporated into the Winter Classic this year, for the first time, are the sprint and dual slalom events. In the sprint, the object is simply to be the first one across the finish line. Because these events are being held in an effort to raise money for the crippled children, the highlight of the weekend is the draw for a snowmobile, which was donated by the people at Kawasaki. Raffle tickets were sold with all proceeds going to the Society for Crippled Children. Claire Robertson, the mayor of Wasaga Beach, is drawing the winning ticket for the snowmobile. Beside him is Charlie Bray, former well-known Toronto Argonaut football player, and Bill Schuldice. He's always been involved in these community events. Actually, the Winter Classic is one of a series of snowmobile events being held this winter in an effort to raise money for charity. Whipper Billy Watson, with his Snowrama, is a principal force behind many of these snowmobile events. In all fairness, the success of these events is often dependent upon corporate sponsors who donate their products, time and efforts, all for a worthy cause. And 2 weeks later, the lucky winner is presented with the keys to the snowmobile by the president of Kawasaki. And now back to the competition, this time the dual slalom event, one of the more unusual snowmobile events. The basic concept, competitors racing simultaneously on parallel courses, has been taken from the professional ski racing and adapted to snowmobiling. Here it provides us with an opportunity to see just how precisely these machines can be driven.